The building of the goal. The long ball was neglected by Senegal players, and there was no pressure whatsoever before the long ball was played. Then all 6 Senegalese players packed themselves hoping they could easily win that ball, as it was obviously 6 players against 3. When the ball found Sudanese forward who seemed to be offside for the first and dead action, he was no longer offside. And guess what? He had seen how the 6 players were packed, and most importantly the goalkeeper Mendy how he just closed the near post, and the rest of the goal was widely open. Remember, he is a lefty. He just lifted his head and boom, that was a perfect goal for Sudan. As you can see here, that was how Senegal players parked the bus. Check how Mendy is waiting for the ball to come to the near post.
The angle was already closed, and the 2 Senegalese players blocked the view, meaning there was no reason for Mendy to stay at the near post. He should have moved a little back towards the middle. As you could see, he almost touched the ball, so he was not well positioned, and that was his fault that cost the goal.
Senegal first goal. As a defender, when given a ball, you have to make sure nobody is coming behind you. And the person who gave out the ball looks like did not care. Sadio Mane was coming to grab the ball.
Very good goal. Sadio Mane grabbed the ball in what looked like a counterattack, tricked the defender that he was running to the crossover, and instead halfway, decided to place the ball in the middle, right before the goal to a player who was absolutely free, and he could no miss this chance, and scored 1-1.
This penalty was disallowed, and instead it was offside. Seeing all players were on the run, would you say Sadio Mane delayed to pass the ball, and instead the forward found himself in offside? If it was not a offside, that would be a clear penalty, right?
Was this an offside again? What's your take on this? Yes, before the ball returned to the player, he was offside, but after receiving the ball, he was probably not offside.
This is before the ball was returned. As you can see, he is offside, but he had returned, and behind him was Sudanese players, as we are going to see in a moment. The return rule was applied here, but logically it was not offside, as all 3 Sudanese defenders had returned.
This goal should not have stood because the building came from a clear offside, but who knows how the games are decided. Remember, it was still 1-1, and anything could happen. Even the Sudanese goalkeeper had raised his hand but thought the ball was dead and nothing was coming, and boom, that was a great goal, though the building came from a clear offside.
The Sudanese missed a great chance at 47 minutes. He should have passed the ball or lifted it over Mendy. This was a great comeback that was misused, as you can see the frustrations from the other Sudanese player asking for the ball, as he was absolutely free.
The ball was well served. A simple 1-2, known as tic-tac, could have made a difference, or the chip over Mendy's head. What a missed big comeback. This is how teams lose games, where they had a great opportunity to get back into the game.
Sometimes, you have players on the bench who can make a difference. He came from the bench, and within just a minute, he scored a great goal to cement Senegal's win. You can also see what a small mistake can cost, as the Sudanese defender thought he had the ball but missed it, and that was a goal. What do you think went wrong with the Sudanese team? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this analysis, hit the like button and subscribe for more.